guys, Poison here. Welcome to episode number 40 of our Pokemon Reborn playthrough. No, is it 40 or 39? No, it is 40. Episode 40 of our Pokemon Reborn playthrough, and in the last episode we got here to the top of Anaheim Castle, I think it is. Something like that. Where are we exactly? Maybe it will say if I save. That's not in a language I understand. But I think it's like Anaheim Castle or something. And in this episode we are hopefully going to be taking on this boss battle that's coming up. But of course, before we do anything like that, we're going to go ahead and do a party update real quick. Let's not put Honda up front. Let's put Soundwave up front. Alright, so first off we have Soundwave the Noivern, level 56, holding the Metronome. Mild Nature, Telepathy for the ability with the moves Air/, Super Fang, Shadow Ball, and Roost. We have Emo the Gothitelle, level 56, holding nothing. Serious Nature, Competitive for the ability with the moves Psychic, Shadow Ball, Psyshock, and Charge Beam. Hang on a second, guys, I'm just turn up the sound a little bit more real quick so you guys can hopefully hear it a bit better. There we go. Alright, I need to click back on the window. There we go. There you go. So, third, we have Honda, the Hariyama, level 57, holding the Ring Target, Gentle Nature, Guts for the ability, with the moves Knock Off, Wake Up, Slap, Close Combat, and Fake Out. We have Static, the Amalga, level 56, holding nothing, Serious Nature, Motor Drive for the ability, with the moves Discharge, Pursuit, Acrobatics, and Volt Switch. We have Flare the Typhlosion, level 57, holding the Floral Charm, Jolly Nature, Blaze for the ability, with the moves Flame Charge, Quick Attack, Inferno, and Flamethrower. And finally we have Miles, the Floatzel, level 56, holding nothing, Hardy Nature, Water Veil for the ability, with the moves Aqua Tail, Pursuit, Whirlpool, and Aqua Jet. So there we go, let's go ahead and do this. I need to sit back in my chair a bit. There you go. But yeah, actually before we go ahead and get into some storyline and stuff, before I forget, the Dark Souls stream is indeed still happening today. I'm going to have this episode up earlier than usual. I'll probably put it up as soon as I can, just so everyone knows. But it wasn't actually a remastered edition of Dark Souls 2 like I thought it was. It was just this big update. So I kind of just bought Dark Souls 2 and I've updated it and all of this stuff. And I'm going to be doing a blind playthrough of it tomorrow as soon as I get home from school, because it's brand new updates and stuff. So there you go. I should have my friends Luke and Bradley join me as well as per usual, so hopefully that should all be good. But let's go ahead and get right into this then. As I thought, the door to the innermost sanctum will not open without all 4 keys and Arceus' help. So, Adrian, you failed to detain them. I think there are some questions that need to be answered, Elle. Questions! Answers! Such meaningless words of humans. This is a holy place. It is not the place for trifles such as those. Beyond this gate lies that from whose dreams our world unfold. Behold, O unworthy ones, the birthplace of Arceus. For it is known that the god of Pokemon did create unto the earth all other species. But wherefrom did the divine itself undertake its existence? For it is known that Pokemon are often found on voyage from space beyond our reach. Here upon our earth doth a meteor crash, bearing upon it our lord. Here in the Sanctum doth that very meteor lie, yet how vile it is that it should be buried so far beneath the filth known as Reborn City. My lord, I beg your forgiveness for humanity's sins, and nosco venia defacio. And yet, what if the door would open for us? What if Arceus could be born anew? For what might we use this holy power but to cleanse this world and begin from pure innocence once again? If anything can be said, just to be heretical, I believe you've just named it. And what does a deceiver as you know of declaiming heresy? Is it not ironic for you to say that with that Pokemon standing by your side? Radomus, I've had more than enough of your constant lying. Why don't you just admit what you did to poor Luna? That's right. Return Luna to me and I'll return your God of War. If God of War even wants to go back, if we're going to consider the wishes of those whose custody is questioned, let us not ignore Luna's adamant wish to remain with me. Such a wish is born in falsehood. You control our mind to make us say such things. Really? What a foolish accusation. I know it's true though. I was there when you did it. Radomus, you're an awful monster. I've always hated being your Pokemon. How long are you going to keep this up? Don't you even care about your Pokemon's feelings, Radomus? I'll second that question. You really don't seem affected by its words at all. A Pokemon like that? Why should I care? Oh, he says such cruel things, Adrian. Please protect me from him and save Luna too. I'm just itching my leg. I don't really believe it, but maybe Radomus really did brainwash Luna. He's a callous of two-faced swine and has no moral compass. Better no compass at all than one that points south, El. One of the best measures of a person's worth is how they treat those in their power. Your Gardevoir really seems to resent you. Radomus, I cannot agree that it should be returned to you. And I think that would do well to release a spell on Luna as well. The game is over, Radomus! Return my daughter to me, release her from your darkness! Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Adrian. Well, you say that. It's not an apology at all. Are you really that cold-hearted? Perhaps it is better judged by those who met Gardevoir with Luna. You mean you're asking whose sides we're taking? If you choose to view it that way. I don't know. You don't seem to care at all about Gardevoir, and you suddenly didn't react when she was taken. You made jokes instead. But on the other hand, Luna really seems to want to stay with you. But that could just be a trick. Ugh, I don't get it at all. Poison, what do you think? Should we side with Elle or with Radomus? I really don't know. Right, let me think about this a second, okay? Let's stop itching my leg because I'm probably going to get a rash or something. Put my controller down. So, Elle is like the almighty guardian of, like, he's the Arceus believer. And according to him, the Gardevoir doesn't really like... The Gardevoir doesn't like Radomus, and Radomus is a horrible trainer. And apparently he's brainwashed Luna, and it's really Elle's daughter. Then on the other hand, you've got Radomus' side of the story, where he still really doesn't care for Gardevoir all that much, but he hasn't brainwashed Luna, and she's a maid for him. Now, from the get-go, I thought that maid story was a bit stupid. Like, come on, is your daughter really gonna want to call you master and live for your every well-being? Not really, so I'm kind of thinking of siding with Elle. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna side with Elle. Radomus' story is bullshit. Let me know what you guys think I should have done in the comments, and what happens if you actually side with Radomus instead of Elle. So there you go. But no spoilers, though, for future gameplay, like for our side, but for the other side, that's cool. Yeah, that definitely makes most sense, considering what Gardevoir says about him. It's his own Pokemon, after all. You still can't tell. I'm disappointed, Poison. I thought you might have been able to tell the difference since you met Gardevoir before. Am I missing something here right now? Am I being thick? I've never met this Gardevoir before in my life. What are you talking about? Poison, Kane. Aren't there any differences between how Gardevoir acted with me and how she acts with Elle? She said that's just because she was putting on a facade the whole time, though. Ah, that could be the case. Or it could be because that's not my Gardevoir. Isn't it, Elle? Huh? What? But it said... so you know so you knew all along, did you? Wait, it's a Ditto. Plot twist! It was Ditto all along? Unlike the riddles in this ruin's towers, light and truth do not always go hand in hand. As Arthur and Adrian said just moments ago, things aren't always black and white. Sometimes light can even be more blinding than darkness. And I, for one, think it would have been silly to be taken in by the dramatic confessions of a false Pokemon. That's why I was uninterested. You're as obstinate as ever, Radomus. But it is ironic that you would mention blindness. Look into my eyes, any of you. They're white. What do you mean to say that you're blind? No, not anymore, but I once was. Yet no sooner did I undertake a prayer to the Lord Arceus than he blessed me with my vision. I have followed his name ever since. However, now I would dare to borrow his power once more. Can you feel it? The holy energy that charges this place. It emanates from the stone of Arceus. Ditto, embrace your Lord's blessing. Take the energy into thyself. Oprio, oppressi, oppressum. Damn, fool. We're gonna have to fight an Arceus. Adoro, Creo, Idix, Mid Divinities. He will silence the heretics. Their judgment rain down upon thee, and that qualms a new light awakens. A beacon of truth, let it be thus revealed. We're gonna have to fight Arceus. Cool. He does not have white eyes. He has irises. Don't bullshit me. Pass an L. Has an Arceus at level 80. Yeah. And we're gonna die instantly. Yeah, I was hoping that Soundwave could live and take away half its health instantly, but I guess not. Alright, Honda, we need your fake out hacks. Oh, I'm not gonna beat a level 80. I've beat level 70s before, but a level 80 legendary Pokemon, is this really gonna work? I don't think it is, you guys. Unless you can miss the focus blast and we can get some damage off. Some tasty damage. Right, Arceus, as long as you can keep missing your attacks, we should be able to kill you. Or you can hit me with a judgment and just destroy my life. That works too. Alright, we need to go for all the priority moves right now. All of the priority moves. Can we not use these leftovers? This is a fun time for nobody involved, and he's going to hit this focus blast and annihilate me. How are you supposed to win this? Right, let's try Inferno then. Can you not? Inferno. Judgment. Oh! We lived! And we missed! No! No, please. And we're dead. How are you supposed to kill this Arceus? It's a level 80 legendary Pokemon. You cannot possibly. If you're actually supposed to kill this thing, I have no idea how you're supposed to do it. He's going to outspeed and destroy everybody on my team. Like, it doesn't work. I understand. That went well. No, you're not. You are supposed to lose. Good. I trust my power is now demonstrated. Yet you elected to side with me. I will show you the Lord's mercy. However, for the others, I think that's about enough. Yes, you shall receive the divine punishment next. On the contrary, it's my move now. God of War, if you can hear me wherever you are, teleport now. Ta-da! What? How? So that's the real God of War. At your service, miss me? Dearly, but we're not done yet. God of War, hypnosis attack. Yes, master. But what are you? Good night. What? It's a one-hit KO. Indeed, that about makes this case closed. Oh, hello, more plot twists, and I just undid my hat by mistake. We'll take this one back down to the station. He has some time to do. Wait, I don't get it. If you could have just had God of War teleport at any time, why bother coming all the way down here? I hadn't said it before, simply because Luna asked me to. Yep, I could have escaped at any time. But oh, my darling master, save me. Can't I make a compelling damsel in distress? This God of War is certainly more lively. Oh yeah, you're all, I will protect you and stuff. You're a cutie. But I would never leave my master. He's perfect. Well, I'm relieved. You really shouldn't be so surprised. I asked in the first place. Why should I be concerned when the opposing king places himself in check? I'll try to strike at me by using Gardevoir, but it was his mistake in underestimating her. Please hold your applause for me until we're back in the comfort of home. On that note, I think it's about time we packed ourselves up out of here. Right, let's go. Can you not take me with you? Why you do this? Can we not go through anything? No, we can't. Alright, so have I got an escape rope or anything I can use to get out of here? Or have I literally got to walk? I have 2 escape ropes, but they can't be used here. I've literally got to walk all the way back. Are you fucking kidding me? Well then. Oh, at least it's not too far, I suppose. Not really the point though, is it, I suppose? All the puzzles, so many puzzles. Hehehe, this is fun. Everybody, come back and play again sometime, okay? Let's keep playing together for a long, long time. Isn't that right? Hehehe. Okay, then I'm officially creeped out. Because I have no idea who that was, and I have no idea. Oh yeah, you can go behind this rock, can't you? Which, even though it looks like you shouldn't be able to, you can, so. Oh well. Whatever. I probably should have just cut away, but we're almost there now, so it doesn't really matter all that much. I really don't understand why they don't just teleport you to where you're supposed to be. That really does annoy me. And now we have wild Pokemon as well. And we're not even healed up either. Well, actually, yeah, of course we are. Never mind. Yeah, goodbye. You're dead to me. Both physically and metaphorically. Yeah, why? I always record really late, but I don't know, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not too tired. It's quarter to 11 my time, so on Wednesday night. Probably would have recorded earlier on in the day, but my brother's had the day off, so that wouldn't have gone well. I mean, I'm streaming all day tomorrow as well, so I couldn't have recorded this. Well, not all day. I'm streaming like from probably about 5:30 maybe. Then I'll take a break for dinner, and then I'll probably come back on for maybe a few hours, and then we'll leave it there. Depending on how mad I get at Dark Souls 2, you know. And of course, if nobody shows up for the stream, there's no point anyway. Ah, it's good to be above ground again. I feel like I was down there for ages. Fresh air, come to me. So, say, does anybody notice anything strange? The Grand Gate, it opened! What? But it's been sealed for years. Why would it suddenly open now? I'm gonna go check it out. Indeed, this is most curious. What? What's this? It's the Grand Stairway. It kinda got a little roughed up by Team Meteor. No, I mean, where? I don't, are you quite alright? I'm confused. Where are we? Reborn City! This is the North Obsidian Ward. Haven't you been here before? This isn't the city. This isn't... I thought that... Where is the center? Where are the cabins and the port and the lake? It's brown. You must be new here. I'm not. I've lived in Reborn City my whole life. But this isn't the Reborn City that I know. This place is disgusting. Nothing like the quiet city I grew up in. I think someone's got a little loony loon. On the contrary, I have a somewhat different theory. He's a time traveler. Adrian, the last time you saw this city, the lake was more properly coloured, is that right? Yes, it was perfectly brilliant blue. That's why we named it Azurine. Tell me what else you remember. Let's see. There were lots of grass and trees all over. This waterfall, the Celestine Cascade, flowed down into a river that ran through the city. At the corner of the lake, there's a beautiful little port and my gym. Oh God, oh goodness, what if something's happened to my gym? I've got to go there. I believe it would not be best to leave Zem alone right now. Z said that Z's gym was at a port. Wait, Z's a gym leader? You finally figured it out. Of course, I knew all along. That must mean the Coral War gym. Indeed, let's go. Take me with you! Fuck's sake. So I've got to walk all the way to the Coral Ward. Fuck's sake. I guess we're going to the Opal Ward. Well, we're in the Opal Ward. I need to go heal. And then we need to walk to the Coral Ward. I mean, it's not too far, so I'm not going to bother cutting away or anything. Hopefully they won't battle us, which they didn't, so that's good. Because I would just destroy them. Yeah. I need a drink. I should have bought a drink. Doing that L voice hurt my throat. Alright, there we go. Like, it hurt my throat quite a lot. To the Coral Ward! Oh, I wish I had a bike. Like, I've seen screenshots of people getting them, but I really don't know how. Or, like, where or when. Shit. So we just have to stick with this for now. Just running everywhere. We don't have fly either. And even if we did, I doubt we'd be able to fly from ward to ward, so... Oh well. No, here's the coral ward. So again, it's not too far, so it's no big deal, really. It's fog. So, this whole place belonged to Adrian, huh? Now accepting bets if Z goes off and now accepting bets if Z goes off the big end, the whatever. This is a joke, right? No, too elaborate to be a joke. I must be dreaming. Were this but a dream, it would all be the easier. Alas, it is not. I feel sick. Still your nerves for a moment, and answer me this. By your reaction, I can assume that you were not expecting to find this building in such a condition. Is that correct? When I left this morning, it was perfectly fine, and none of this was like this at all. This whole city... As I thought. Then allow me to tell you what I know about this gym. Around a decade ago, when the city was repopulated, Amy, leading the restoration project, designated several buildings to remain untouched. In general, these were historical artifacts that had left from long ago, or other places of significance. This gym was one such building. After the city was restored from the blackouts and the earthquakes, it was not touched at all. As you can see, it fell into disrepair. Perhaps you believed that its original owner would soon come to attend to it. That would be you, correct? Blackouts? Earthquakes? This is all of unheard to you, yes? I'm really confused. Understandably, then allow me to clarify another thing. A moment ago you said this morning that this gym was normal to you. Earlier you said you arrived at the ruin around an hour before us, is that right? Yeah. I see. Then based on your description of this city and your testimony of what's happened, I believe there is only one conclusion that can be reached. You've been frozen in time for more than a decade. I'm sorry, what? When you fell down into the ruin, as you said, how did you get there? Well, I was checking something out in the mechanical hall behind the grand gates. Someone reported they had seen some kind of light shining through the floor, so I dismantled part of it and crawled down there. But when I lost my footing, I fell underground, following a natural tunnel, I eventually came to that place. When you say you were in the grand gates, does that mean you accessed them as normal from the grand stairway? Yes, why? And that confirms it. The gates have been inoperable for years. More than a decade ago, they suddenly ceased function. I don't remember anything like that. Of course not. You were inside the ruin that entire time. In fact, perhaps you were the cause of their malfunction. How does that make any sense? I based that only on logical deduction. The gates did not function while Z was inside, and as soon as he left, they began working again. Although the method behind how that works is unclear, it's the only explanation we have. It seemed like the light shining in the hall was coming from something underground. I'd thought when I found it, it was the ruin. Perhaps the ruin and the gates became connected somehow, but that still doesn't explain how the time thing worked. If we were able to believe that L told us about that being the site of Arceus' birth, there is no telling what kind of energy afflicts that place. It's possible the energy of the meteor concealed inside the ruin warped the flow of time. Then shouldn't you all have been stuck with me too? A valid concern, however, we had something you did not. That's the keys, the ruby ring and the amethyst pendant. Perhaps their presence and the energy that bear connected to the ruin was enough to unlock you from the spell of frozen time. So I was underground for more than 10 years until you all found me, and I had no idea. To me, it just seemed like an hour. Way to go, Rip Van Winkle. That's a bad feeling. I bet. What are you gonna do now? Well, I can't just leave this place like this. You're gonna try and fix your gym all by yourself? You've got work cut out for you. No, not the gym. I mean the whole city. You intend to fix the whole city? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is there someone in charge that I can speak to? Well, Amy is usually around the Grand Hall. The Grand Hall is a new construction. Z won't know it. It's a large building. You probably passed it on your way here, around what you referred to as previously being a river. Oh, that. Got it. Thanks. For everything. Getting me out of there, that is. I had no idea. Good luck fixing the whole city. Maybe you'll want to stop time again to do that. It's not like it'll happen immediately, but yeah, maybe I will. See you all around. Well, that turned out to be an ordeal. Yep, and this will make a nice, juicy news story too. But before that, Gardevoir, I'll be needing you. These two still have gym battles to do after all. Ooh, well if that's it, if that's how it is, I'll be waiting back at the castle. Indeed, I'll see you shortly. Hey Poison, do you want to walk back with us back to the castle, or do you have other things I want to do first? To the castle! Alright, let's go together. They took us with them! Yeah! That's the first time that's ever happened, I swear. Gardevoir, you're back. But of course, my dear. Oh, how I've missed you. Now don't go off disappearing like that again, please. Pish posh, what's a girl without a little excitement in her life, hmm? Besides, I had my Glade in shining armor come all the way down to rescue me. There was hardly much rescuing involved, but indeed, the perceived crisis has been averted. Oh, Master, you're so wonderful. I'm pleased to be in service to you. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm but a humble Glade. Speaking of which, why do you keep changing all these silly hats? You wound me. There's nothing silly about them. But to answer your question, why not? The man knows! These hats are not silly, they're amazing. I simply chose the right hat for the right job. Isn't that sensible? Wait, you just changed it to a fucking purple one. I'm afraid the peasantry knows nothing of my master's divine taste of fashion. I find that most amusing. Don't you think so? Yes, well, speaking of non-sequitur transitions, I have somebody to introduce you to you all. If you would be so kind as to stand aside, Poison. Please, enter. That's... Everybody, I'd like you to meet the estate's newest butler, Elias. I am pleased to serve. You let me know if there's anything I may do to make your stay with us more comfortable. Why? Ah, dear Luna, you look like as if you've seen a ghost. It's not a ghost she's seen. It's not a ghost she's seen, yo. It's her father. I'm confused by your words. Master is my father and none other. Indeed, it is a strange thing to accuse our new attendant of. Do tell, is this girl your daughter? She is not. And as she claims me to be her parent, I believe that this issue can be laid to rest. But I don't like the feeling of that person. It's uncomfortable. I wish to leave. I beg your pardon. Luna, darling, come back. Oh, dear. Have I offended? Through no fault of your own, surely. At ease. I'll have further instructions for you later. Understood, my lord. So he's just gone and brainwashed Elle. So he must have brainwashed Luna as well. What are you doing now? Well, I suppose what I am doing is dismissing my employee for the time being and conversing with my challengers. No, you know what I mean. That's obviously Elle. Why are you making him do this? Elle, how foolish. Elle despises me. He would never agree to work to me, much less address me as my lord. This butler's name is Elias. Do not be so blind as to let the similarity of the names confuse you. That would be altogether rude. Aha. You seem less than pleased. Well, be that as it may, I do have a gym challenge to fulfill. I'm sure Poison must be getting impatient, so I'll bid you adieu and leave you to your strange notions. Poison, you will find the doors to the challenge hall open. Best of luck to you. The butler being Elle, as if I was doing something. And exactly how would I do such a thing? Really, what a foolish accusation. Fucking brainwashing people, that's how you doing it, fool. It's a chessboard. We are here live at the Van Hannen Castle Gym with the challenger Poison endeavoring to earn the 8th official Reborn League badge. Will he fly or will he fall? We'll find out soon, but the gym battle alone is not the only trial that yet awaits our eager hero. Master, would you do the honors? Naturally, allow me to explain. As you may have heard, Master is a world-renowned master of chess. Was I not going to do the honor? Sorry, Master, the floor is yours. Speaking of the floor, you'll find that it is arranged as a chessboard. Now, of course, it would be all too unfair for me to ask you to face off against me in such a game. Fear not, I will not be so unscrupulous. Here instead is your task. Obeying the normal rules of each chess piece, arrange your pieces in such a way that I am placed in checkmate. There are also new restrictions on each of us. I may not move my pieces, however, you may not capture them. However, these pieces still are considered to attack the normal territory. In other words, you have an infinite number of turns to find a solution of checkmate with my pieces locked into their present positions. When you think you have found a solution, please access the door below me to check. Finally, if you have any questions regarding the normal rules or pieces in play, my butler will address any questions you have in the room on the left. Best of luck to you. I hate fucking chess. So you got another badge while I wasn't looking. Good on you. Soon you won't need me anymore. For now, I got some advice for you on Radomus. As you can see, he's quite passionate about chess. His arena is even a massive chessboard. Radomus himself fights using Trick Room. After all, the game is all about outwitting your opponent, and the chess-filled Trick Room lasts extra long. And that's not all. Radomus likes to use his psychic attacks to move the chess pieces around, more often than not to attack your Pokemon. Chess attacks deal extra rock-type damage, but if you have a Pokemon with the strength to move those pieces, they can do the same to him. It's up to you how you want to play this fight. Normally I'd also tell you about the leader's strongest Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure you don't know who that is. Good luck to stay out of check. Right, so... Right, I think... So what piece even is that? I have no idea how to play chess at all. I don't even know what piece that is. Right, I'm gonna go talk to this Butler. What the hell? The Rook. One Rook starts at each corner of the board, totaling 2 on each player's side. The Rook moves and attacks any number of spaces, but may only move in straight lines. Oh, we don't want the Queen, we want to read the King. Centerpiece of the game. Each player has exactly one, stationed to the player's right of the Queen. The King is, however, a weak piece for 2 reasons. First is that it moves and attacks only one space in any direction. Second reason is that the King may not move into any position under attack by an opposing piece, otherwise it would place itself in check. As the object of the game is to checkmate the opposing player's King, this piece should always be protected. Right, I think that should be fine. So, we need the Nido King. I'm thinking we put the Nido King there. And then put him there. Oh, looks like you've made an illegal move. By bringing your king so close to mine, you've placed yourself into check. Careful now. So then... what if we put him here then? Is that check? You're not quite there. You're going to need to have both your pieces doing work for this one. What about that? Indeed, that would be checkmate. Very good. However, there is one more trial for this room. In a normal chess game, one need only corner the king for the game to be over. Unless this is not a normal chess game, our king will fight back. Very well, I'll leave you to that once more. I'll be waiting at the end. See you soon, Poison. Alright, so I just gotta beat this guy, basically. So I did that surprisingly quickly. Psychic Parsley. It's a level 54 Slowbro. Alright then. Let's hope I don't get utterly demolished. So you're gonna up your defense. Okay, you're dead. Goodbye. I will take that. Don't think we're gonna fight Radomus in this episode. I think we'll fight him in the next one. It's a slow king. Which is funny because he's playing the king chess piece. Special defense fell. Right, assuming Soundwave doesn't hit himself, we should have this game. That should be checkmate, I guess you could say. Nope, never mind. Soundwave hit himself in confusion. The chess piece slammed into Soundwave. Well, Soundwave's dead. Because rock types. Psychic. Let's use Emo. Emo are shelleable, I think. Pretty sure. Nice. How before I actually click Psychic and then just spam the A button. Oh, so close. Why you use swagger on me? Swagger's no fun. Emo, please come through. Thank you. Oh, miss. Emo, please. Thank you. Alright, there we go. And down we go. Onwards, young king. Hey, Poison! They let me up here for this one. Figured I'd get bored waiting out there, haha. Anyway, I'm not great at chess, but I'll bet you can figure this one out, right? So we need to put the king in check again. Oh, I think we've been running for a little while anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode, you guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Please make sure to leave some support, whether it be like, favorite, comment, subscribe, whatever. And also, please make sure you check out my first ever blind playthrough of Dark Souls 2 on my Twitch channel. My Twitch is always in the description, so please make sure you go check that out. Until next time, you guys, my name is PoisonThorn, and I'm gone.